In this experiment, we are going to learn how to test the nature of a substance as acidic or basic. The materials required are litmus paper, both blue as well as red. You may need a dropper and solutions of different materials which you want to test.
I have a solution of vinegar, lemon juice, soap solution, lime water, salt solution and baking soda solution with me, and we are going to test these solutions with the help of these two litmus papers. This is the red litmus paper and this is the blue litmus paper, and we are going to find out what is the nature of each of these solutions. So let us first test with vinegar. I have two strips with me, a red litmus paper and a blue litmus paper. If I dip this red litmus paper in vinegar, you can see that there is no change. The color remains red. Whereas if I dip a blue litmus paper in vinegar, observe the change. It turns red. So substances which turn blue litmus paper to red are acidic in nature, which shows that vinegar is acidic in nature. Now let us test with lemon juice. So lemon juice also turns blue litmus paper red, showing that this too is acidic in nature. Now what about a soap solution? I'll first test it using a red litmus paper. If I dip this red litmus paper in the soap solution, it turns blue. So substances which turn red litmus blue are said to be basic in nature. Now if I test the same soap solution with a blue litmus paper, it does not show any change. Thus, that confirms that the soap solution is basic in nature. Next, we are going to test with a solution of lime water. So again, I am using a blue litmus paper. When I dip the blue litmus paper in the lime solution, lime water, there is no change in color. Whereas, if I use a red litmus paper, it turns blue, showing that this solution is also basic in nature. Now what about a salt solution? This is a solution of common salt, sodium chloride, that I have prepared, and now I'll be testing it using both the litmus papers, blue as well as red, and let's see if any change in color takes place. Blue remains blue and red also remains red, showing that this solution is neutral in nature because it did not change the color of any of the two litmus papers that we used. For baking soda, again I am taking two strips, red and blue, and when I dip both the strips in this, we find that the red litmus paper turns blue, whereas there is no change in color for the blue litmus paper. This shows that a solution of baking soda is also basic in nature. So using this litmus paper, which you can very easily get from the market, you can very easily identify whether a particular substance is acidic or basic. I have given a few substances to you. I've shown you a few substances. You can try many more yourself.
Let us now fill in this observation table based on the experiment that we conducted. For lemon juice, we observed that it turned blue litmus paper to red, which showed that it is acidic in nature, and it had no effect on the red litmus paper. We did not test for orange juice. You can do it yourself. For vinegar, again we observed it turned blue litmus paper to red, hence proved that vinegar is also an acid, and it also had no effect on red litmus paper. We did not test for milk of magnesia, but when you will perform the experiment in your lab, you will find that it is blue in color because it turns red litmus paper to blue, and it will have no effect on the blue litmus paper. Baking soda solution, turned red litmus paper to blue, and it had no effect on the blue litmus paper, showing that it is a base. So over here also it should be a base. For lime water, we observed that it turned red litmus paper blue, and it had no effect on the blue litmus paper, showing that it is base in nature. Sugar solution will not have any effect on either of the two litmus papers, showing that it is going to be neutral. Similarly, for common salt also, we observed that there was no change in color of any of the two litmus papers, and that is why a salt solution is also considered to be neutral, the common salt solution. Then soap solution turned red litmus paper blue, and it had no effect on the blue litmus paper, showing that it is basic in nature. And similarly, you can test for more such solutions yourself.